How to work out the determinant? Okay, so I will do it like an example for you. The determinant of A is equal to the first diagonal take away the second diagonal. It's the first diagonal, take away the second diagonal. What do I mean by that? Copy it down. Or I could put down on your hands and copy it down. I'll give you 20 seconds to copy that out. Okay, by now you should be done. The first diagonal, I'll color it orange. Alright, so my first diagonal is this. The 1 and the 4. And what I'm doing there is I'm pressing, I'm going to type in 1 times 4. Have you all seen it there? That's my first diagonal. 1 times a 4. So what I do in the diagonal, I times in the numbers. Then I put my takeaway sign. And I need a second diagonal. Where's my nice color marker? A nice yellow too. Here we go. I will go to my second diagonal, which is the 2 and the 3. So I'm going to take the 2 and the 3 and times them together. So my second diagonal.
So, hello, what are we doing? This thing on?
Yeah, what are we doing? We are learning to do a COVID test on a matrix.
Okay.
We just call it finding the determinant. We want to determine, it's not a COVID test. We really want to determine if this matrix is a single fella or if he married, right? Well, yes. I don't know if it's a he or a she, but if the thing single or the thing married. So the determinant is a test to find out if it's single or it's married. So here's how you do the test. This is the symbol for finding the determinant. If you have a matrix A with some numbers in it, a 2 by 2 matrix, 2 rows, 2 columns, 4 numbers inside, this is how you find the determinant of the matrix with 4 numbers. You take the first diagonal, which is 1 and the 4, and you times it. That's your first diagonal. And then you take your second diagonal, which was 2 times the 3, or 3 times the 2, it don't matter. Just take them 2 times the 3. That's your second diagonal. A color coding it for you.
So just give me a minute, please.
Alright. It recorded. You don't worry yourself. Then we continue now. 1 times 4 is 4. Bring down the takeaway sign. 2 times 3 is 6. 4 take away 6 is, go for your elevator ride, go up 4, come down 6.
So -2.
Very nice. -2. Okay. Now, here's the results of this test.
I back, sir.
Okay, so the result says the determinant of A is equal to -2. Understand, when you are working on the determinant of a matrix, you just get a number alone for your answer. You don't get a matrix anymore. The answer does be a number. And here's the rule. If the determinant, I probably can't see my right hand. If the determinant is 0, then the original matrix, which was the matrix A, then the original matrix is single. Well, in maths, we don't use the word single. We use the word singular. But it means the same thing, you know. You're single. You have no wife. You have no husband. You're there alone. So if this matrix A turns out to have a determinant of 0, it means it's a single matrix. Whereas this matrix, was the determinant 0? Yes or no? Yes? Or was it no? Was the determinant 0?
No.
No, it wasn't 0.
Nope.
So it's not single. That means it married. And I'll explain what married means. So therefore, since this matrix A is -2, the original matrix A, because this is the determinant of A is -2, then the matrix A is, would you say it's single or it's not single? Let's look at this rule. Think. If it have 0, it's single.
It's not single.
Very good. It is not single. It is not single. What we use the word singular. It is not singular. I'm going to try and write that so you can see it. Alright. Since that is this. We could.
Oh, okay. When I finish class.
Another way we can say it is, since the determinant A is not 0, A is not singular. That's another way you could think of it. So let me explain a little bit about this married thing and singular thing. Right? Imagine, you ever saw the show Lucifer on Netflix?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. And you know Lucifer, what's Lucifer's girlfriend name again? Chloe.
Yeah.
And God made Chloe for Lucifer. Right? She was destined to be his wife or his partner. Okay? So you have to imagine here with matrices that these barrels of numbers seem to have some kind of soulmate out there. Somewhere in the world, there's a soulmate just created that exists just for them. A perfect match. Think of it. And that soulmate is like a wife or husband. But in maths, we don't call it wife or husband. We call that soulmate its inverse. So, see this matrix A? It's not singular. It's married. It have a wife or a husband. And that wife or husband is called its inverse. So this A has an inverse, which you didn't see as yet. But I will be teaching you how to figure out the inverse so that you could bring the inverse to A and marry them together. Okay? Are we clear on this determinant? It's a test to figure out if it have some soulmate out there for it, or if there's no soulmate out there for it. All right. So, what you all need to do now, with a little bit of time left, is practice finding the determinant of matrices and telling me if it is singular or not singular. Yeah, you have a question. Yeah, what's your question?
So when I finish class now.
Oh, okay, yeah. So let me try. Let's Let's try and find a
Sir,
singular.
I finished right there, sir.
Well, it recorded. Okay, all right. I'll
Come
put it
on,
back.
that's something get quick. That's all
Okay.
right.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
all right.
yes.
I just had to get E is not singular. All right, that's
Good.
it with me, there.
Cool. All right. So let me try one where I will try to make up a singular matrix here for you. Okay. Let's go with another example. If B is equal to let me come up with some numbers here, boy. 4 and I have a -3. And I have -2 and a 6. Let me see if this gives us so my question to you is find this, meaning find the determinant of B and state if B, the original B matrix, is singular or non-singular. They don't say married, they say non-singular. Singular, which means it has an inverse. Don't worry.
Say plural.
Yeah, that's a good idea, you know. I don't know why they didn't use the word plural in maths. I'm tripping. I don't know who is the person who invented the matrix
So, sir,
less schoolwork. Yes, Carol.
so we doing that now?
Yes, copy that and try it now. And let me see if we get the answer 0 or not. You have to be very careful with those signs, huh?
So I done, so I just gonna state if it's non-singular, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to multiply the 6 by the -2 something because remember I wasn't here. So
Yes.
the
The answer is yes.
okay.
Well, if you're Shanti, you could always look back at the video if your computer allows you to.
Yes, I will do that. I definitely have to do that.
Okay. Somebody else wanted to say something. Kushal, was it you? All right, guys. Let me go through the answer now. We are given B, and so now we're gonna work out the determinant of B.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now the determinant of B is you're taking the first diagonal and times them numbers. So it's gonna be a 4 multiplied to the -3. Are you all okay with me writing it like that? I like to write my multiply with a bracket because it will be, you know, you don't have to write with X and thing. I'm X with something.
Yeah, I don't get you right.
Now you have to take away, put a takeaway sign, and then the next diagonal you have to times them. So it's a 6 times the -2. Or you could say -2 times 6. It doesn't matter. Once you're taking them two numbers and you're times in them. So I like to say 6 times the -2. That's my second diagonal. Don't forget the formula. You have to memorize that formula. You can't expect CXC will not give you the formula for the determinant in an exam. You must memorize it. And so 4 times -3 is a -12 And then we have this minus sign come down here. 6 times the minus 2 gives us another minus 12.
That's wow.
And when you watch these two
Wow.
minuses, they are same signs.
Plus.
Would it make a positive?
So you'll get the minus 12 a plus
Plus
12.
Plus
And
12.
then-
Sorry.
So you go for elevator ride. Go down 12 and then go back up 12. Your answer will be 0. Therefore, the original matrix B is singular. Singular. That means, or we can say, that is. You ever saw IE means that is? So B is singular. That is.
Another example.
Okay.
No, example is EG. IE means that is.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That is. So B is singular. That is, comma, B has no inverse matrix.
So we have to write all that, sir. That B has no inverse matrix on it.
Yeah, write it down. It's going to help with your learning. Now, in other words, practice writing it out now, because the more you write it out, it will somehow make more sense down the road. Remember, it's a story I'm telling, and you're now hearing part of the story, but at some point in time, you will hear the rest of the story and you're going to say, oh, so that's why this happened. And it'll go on like that. I'm sure you watch movies and you saw things like that and thing. When Luke Skywalker find out Darth Vader is the father, and he was like, oh shucks. So it's right. All right, guys, we come down to the end of our lesson.